Tonight, report on alleged carjacking in Moses Lake. And the Molahayats perform at halftime at the Seahawks game. What's happening in sports, Bob?
Basin volleyball action and controversy raises its ugly head in the Seahawks-Lions game on Monday Night Football. Let's take a quick glance at our Weather Center forecast.
Hello everyone, there is a frontal system approaching that is bringing chance of showers in just a bit. I'll let you know when will be the best chance of showers within our Columbia Basin just ahead with your extended forecast.
I'm Amber Jenks, and we have all this and much more on iFIBER 1 News.
From the iFIBER 1 HD studio here in the heart of the Columbia Basin, this is iFIBER 1 News. Your #1 source for local news, sports headlines, and our very own Weather Center forecast covering the entire Columbia Basin. This is iFIBER 1 News, and it starts now.
A motorcycle rider was injured when he rear-ended a car on State Route 28 in the east part of Ephrata on Monday afternoon. An 80-year-old Kennewick resident was driving a red 2007 Dodge Dakota pickup east on SR 28 and had stopped for a vehicle turning left. Kyle Charles, a 21-year-old Ephrata resident, was driving a blue 2008 Toyota Yaris and had stopped behind the Dodge. Andres Flores Rodriguez, a 52-year-old Ephrata man, was riding a maroon 2002 Honda Goldwing motorcycle and reportedly rear-ended the Toyota, which moved forward and struck the Dodge. According to Washington State Patrol, Flores Rodriguez was injured and taken to Samaritan Hospital. The State Patrol reported the cause of the collision was Flores Rodriguez allegedly following another vehicle too closely, and he was written a ticket. He received a second citation for not having a motorcycle endorsement on his license. More offices at Grant County Courthouse recently changed locations to make room for a 3rd District courtroom. Reporter Cameron Probert has the details.
The Grant County Commissioner's offices moved across the hall during the weekend. The move is the most recent in a set of changes to make room for a 3rd District Court courtroom and to bring all of the county departments into county-owned buildings. The Commissioner's offices moved into the former location of the Assessor's office on the 2nd floor of the courthouse. Work has started on moving the Commissioner's hearing room from the 2nd floor of the courthouse to the 1st floor, and the space formerly occupied by the county's appraisers. When the move is finished, the Commissioner's present hearing room and offices are going to be converted into the 3rd District Court courtroom. For iFIBER 1 News, this is Cameron Probert reporting.
A driver reportedly fled after his car caught on fire near Ephrata. Firefighters responded Saturday morning to an area near Railroad Avenue and Neville Lake Road after a car left the road and caught on fire. According to Grant County Fire District 13, the flames spread to a field and closed both State Route 28 and Railroad Avenue as firefighters extinguished the blaze. The fire burned about an acre of brush. The car was a total loss. Grant County Sheriff's deputies and Ephrata police searched the area, but the man was not found. The cause of the fire is under investigation. A woman was reportedly carjacked in Moses Lake after repossessing a car she sold to one of the suspects. The victim told police she was approached by Anthony Torres, a 35-year-old Moses Lake man, while driving in the area of West Knolls Vista Drive late Friday night. According to Moses Lake police on Monday, Torres allegedly told the woman he had a gun and threatened to kill her if she didn't get out of the car. Delia Vasquez, a 34-year-old Moses Lake woman, also approached the car and cornered the victim. The victim got out of the car and the two suspects drove off. The car was allegedly sold to Vasquez, and the victim claims Vasquez did not pay her back, so she repossessed the car. Vasquez was later arrested for robbery, vehicle theft, and harassment. Police are looking for Torres. Now we take a look at people being sought by law enforcement.
This is Sheriff Tom Jones with the Grant County Sheriff's Office. Each of the people you see here have a warrant for their arrest. If you see any of these people, we ask you do not attempt to detain or apprehend them, but call us at 509-762-1160 or send us an email at crimetips@co.grant.wa.us. If the person is presenting a danger, call 911. With your help, we can bring these people to justice and make our community safer.
We'll be back after this.
My name is Kat Sanderson, Managing Broker for Pillar Rock Realty Group. We love the Columbia Basin because it's our home, and we want to give back to our community by kicking off our Pay It Forward campaign. If you buy or list with us, we will donate 1% of our total proceeds to a local charity of your choice and in your name. Call us today at 754-4444 or visit pillarrockrealty.com because we are your local real estate experts.
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Cristina Sanchez with your local weather segment brought to you by Barry Motors, one great place to buy and service a car. As of now, we'll continue to have a quiet weather pattern thanks to a high pressure system that is still over the area. We have high temperatures above average for this time of year, and we'll continue to have those warm temperatures. Frontal system is off the Pacific. This will bring a chance of showers along the Cascades and also for the coast, increasing risk for rain and windy conditions for our Columbia Basin as we get closer to the weekend. For today, we did start off the day in the mid-40s, slightly above average for this time of year. The average low is right around the lower 40s for us here in Ephrata. High temperature today in the mid-70s, average highs in the upper 60s, and the record high temperature was set back in 2014, and the record high for us here in Ephrata was 88 degrees. For you in Moses Lake, your morning low right around that average temperature, right at 40 degrees, and high today right around the mid-70s. Your average highest was right around the upper 60s, and your record high temperature was 90 degrees back in 2014. And as of now, we'll continue to have those mostly cloudy skies with temperatures right around the mid-70s. Winds blowing from the south between 5 to 10 miles an hour, and humidity continues to increase as we do have this frontal system approaching the coast, bringing a chance of showers as we go into this Wednesday afternoon. Chance of showers along the Cascades for the north and south. However, for us, the chance of showers will be minimum. For Wednesday night, we will have a slight chance of showers, then best chance for showers across our Columbia Basin will be later this weekend, especially on Saturday. Then the inland northwest will also get that chance of showers as we go into Wednesday night. Seattle, high temperatures only right around the low 60s, mid-60s for you in Long Beach. Mostly cloudy skies thanks to this frontal system that is of the Pacific. In the Yakima, high temperatures right around the mid-70s. In the northwest, chance of showers throughout this Wednesday afternoon, Thursday evening as that moisture moves into the area. For us within our Columbia Basin, we do have a slight chance of showers starting off for Wednesday night. However, I don't expect to have accumulation of rain. High temperatures for us here in Ephrata right around 70 degrees, as well as for you in Royal City, upper 60s. For you in Moses Lake, here you can see high temperatures will continue to increase as we go into Friday and Saturday. They'll be the warmest day with highs in the upper 70s. Then those temperatures will be falling right around the average high, right at 70 degrees for Sunday and Monday. However, we will have windy conditions, wind gusts up to 40-45 miles an hour. Small chance of rain for this Wednesday night and also for Saturday afternoon. Thank you for being with us. We'll be right back with sports.
Paying your Grant PUD bill with ePay is like getting free cuts in line. You pay when you want, how you want. Get free cuts in line with Grant PUD ePay. Visit grantpud.org.
Oh, dude, I'm just in the theater. It's totally cool.
Ah.
The new flamethrower cheeseburger now with a $5 lunch. I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Gary, do you remember what happened last time?
I'm going flamethrower today.
Remember what happened last time?
Comes with a Sunday now. I can handle it.
You know your body, Gary.
Go flamethrower. Now the DQ $5 lunch comes with the new jalapeno bacon flamethrower cheeseburger, plus fries, drink, and a sundae. This is fan food, not fast food.
Wharton finished 2-2 at the Quincy Volleyball Invite. The host Jacks took down the Cougars 25-20 and 25-23 in Game 1. Warden bounced back with two-set wins over Connell, Washram, and then dropped its final match of the tourney to Othello. Aaliyah Enrique, Shania Kisler, and Alicia Gonzalez had 16 kills each on the day for the Cougars. Larissa Kisler dished out 54 assists and finished with 5 aces on the afternoon. Quincy was a perfect 5-0 on the day. The Jacks lost just 1 set to the competition. Quincy shut out Ephrata, Connell, Lyle Washram, and Warden, and got past Othello in 3 sets, 25-22, 19-25, and 15-10. The Seattle Sounders picked up a much-needed point at home when they tied the LA Galaxy 1-1 on Sunday night. Robbie Keane put LA up in the 36th minute when he intercepted an errant Zach Scott pass. It was Keane's 17th goal of the season. With 9 goals against Seattle, Keane is now tied with Chris Wondolowski for the most goals scored against the Sounders. It looked like the Galaxy would take 3 points until Chad Barrett kneed in a Marco Papa corner kick in stoppage time to level the match. It was Barrett's 5th goal of the season for Seattle. With the win, the Sounders are now 5th in the Western Conference standings with 47 points. Seattle has a 3-point lead over Portland and San Jose. The Timbers and Earthquake are tied for the 6th and final postseason berth. Well, it was a crazy finish at CenturyLink Field last night. The game ended on a controversial non-call that secured a last-minute win for the Hawks. After the dust had settled, it appeared Seattle got a huge break when official rules KJ Wright's intentional bat of the ball out of the back of the end zone, a touchback and not a penalty. By rule, a player cannot bat a fumbled ball forward out of the end zone. The pigskin should have been given back to Detroit and placed at the Seahawks' 1-yard line. Here's some highlights from the game and the Monday night crew with the call.
Lions bringing 4. 1 comes clear. Wilson gets away. Wilson dancing, throwing. It's caught by Jermaine Kearse. Broken play, big play. Russell Wilson does it again. There's nothing good. 4 on the game. Biggest play of the night. Wilson from the 24 takes a shot downfield. It's caught for the touchdown. Doug Baldwin. And reacts. And Russell in trouble. Got away from White. He lost the football again. It's picked up. And a big man running is Reed. And the Lions are back in the game on the 2nd fumble of the quarter by Wilson. 3rd and a long yard. And they're going to throw. Stafford complete. Calvin Johnson to the end zone, fumbles it, and it goes out of bounds. It would be a touchback if he didn't break the play. And it's ruled a touchback.
Well, sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, and it pains me to say, with the way they've been playing to start the season, the Hawks are just that. We'll be back after this short break.
You don't have to drive to Seattle for exceptional cancer care. Confluence Health's cancer program delivers world-class care close to home. We have a highly experienced oncology team in a state-of-the-art facility, and we're a member of the Seattle Cancer Care Alliance, which gives our patients access to world-renowned therapies developed at Fred Hutchinson, the University of Washington Medicine, and Seattle Children's. Together with the SCCA, we're delivering world-class cancer care close to home.
The Dodge brothers' competitive spirit and engineering prowess started long before they built their first car, and will continue long after their latest, the most technologically advanced vehicle in its class.
Our spotlight story tonight is about the Moses Lake Mola Hayat Stance team, which joined other high school teams for a performance at CenturyLink Field. Reporter Devin Higgins has the story.
Football fans across the country had their sights set on Seattle's CenturyLink Field for the showdown between the Seahawks and the Detroit Lions. The national media was in town covering Monday Night Football, and while fans of both teams were focused on what would happen on the field, part of the spotlight also fell on Moses Lake High School's Mola Hyatt dance and drill team. The National Football League uses 1 week each season to raise awareness for breast cancer research, and the Seahawks invited 6 Washington high school dance teams from across the state to be part of the halftime festivities. Mola Hyatt's coach Lori Baker talked about how unique the opportunity was for her and her team.
We're the only East Side team. The rest are all from the West Side, and they're mostly state champion teams. We brought the captains over to meet with the choreographer about 10 days ago. They learned the choreography, then we brought it back to the team, and we practiced it last 10 days, and then we had all morning to practice on the field here. Well, it's pretty exciting, don't you think, for the girls?
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah. We've been surprised how excited the town is about this.
For the Mola Hyatts themselves, they said performing on the field in Seattle with the Seahawks cheerleaders was a once-in-a-lifetime experience that was at times overwhelming.
Very. Oh, yeah. But, you know, we can do it. Yeah.
How long is the routine?
6 minutes.
Are you performing with the Seagulls?
Yeah.
Wow, is that intimidating at all?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. Because we want to be just as good as them, so, you know. But it's exciting.
It's just like a big opportunity. Like, it's just like overwhelming, and
it's letting the Mola Hyatts be known.
Yeah.
For both the team and the coach, being around some of the most popular athletes in the world was a lot to take in, but there was one player they all wanted a chance to meet.
Oh my gosh. Russell Wilson, for sure.
I wish. I don't think that we really get to meet anybody. They told us not to talk to anybody. So, but you know, everyone wants to meet Russell Wilson.
In Seattle, Devin Higgins for iFIBER 1 News.
We'll be right back after this.
Quincy Foods, LLC, a subsidiary of Norpac Foods, is seeking motivated individuals to fill the positions of general laborer for their corn harvest season. They have full-time seasonal openings, must be 18 years old and older, willing to work swing shift. Great people to work for in a challenging food processing environment. Apply at 222 Columbia Way in Quincy between 8 and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday, or online through WorkSource. Quincy Foods is an equal opportunity employer.
Well, one thing I knew from being a patient myself was that a dental office is a scary place to come to. And so we wanted everything possible to make sure that our office is a comfortable place for our patients to visit. The patients that I have, my clients, have made me a part of this community, and we want to give back in every way possible.
Welcome back. Representative Dan Newhouse is proposing new federal legislation aimed at preventing another slowdown at U.S. ports. The congressman announced the proposal at Easter Day Farms in Pasco on Monday. The Ensuring Continued Operations and No Other Major Incidents, Closures, or Slowdowns Act requires federal intervention if certain conditions are met. The proposal follows a dispute between Pacific Maritime Association and International Longshore and Warehouse Union that affected 29 ports on the West Coast, including the ports of Seattle and Tacoma. The 9-month-long slowdown at ports impacted Grant County farmers and businesses. The slowdown forced SGL Carbon Fiber Automotive to stop production at its Moses Lake plant for 3 days because it wasn't able to get material it needed to make the carbon fibers. A Moses Lake man allegedly barricaded himself inside a Lakeview home after leading police on a pursuit through Grant County. Police were responding to a suspicious person complaint and saw a stolen Pontiac leaving the area. According to the Grant County Sheriff's Office, deputies tried to stop the car when the driver allegedly fled and led police on a chase for about 45 minutes, reaching speeds up to 85 miles per hour. Police set up spike strips on SR 28, and the suspect drove over the spikes and kept driving for another 4 miles with 2 flat tires. The suspect stopped in Lakeview, fled into a home, and refused to come out. The Moses Lake Regional Tactical Response Team responded and the suspect surrendered. Randy James, an 18-year-old, was arrested for possession of a stolen vehicle, attempting to elude a pursuing police vehicle, and obstructing a law enforcement officer. In Northwest news, a Seattle area high school football player has died from injuries sustained during a game on Friday night. The boy's father says his son dying doing what he loved, playing football. Cairo's Kale Rainmaker has more.
He never talked to me. He never said something. He never hold my hand. He never have he have a little bit tear come out his eye, but beside that, that's it.
While Kenny was playing for Evergreen High School Friday night, Nong was working as usual as a janitor for Seattle Public Schools. Then his life changed with a chilling text.
I saw the message, leave a message for me on my phone, say, your son dead. You need to go to the hospital in Harborview.
As a father and a brother struggle with unknown grief, they are steadfast that Kenny died doing what he loved, playing football.
It was his favorite thing to do.
Nong Bui tells me he was all for Kenny playing football when he was a freshman. But after a knee injury, he wanted Kenny to quit. Dad was overruled by mom and son, and now football took away that son.
And I love my son, and I don't want that thing happen to all the kids. And the parents have to worry, can't go to work, my kid hurt, my kid thing like that. I don't want that thing happen to all the kids in the United States.
You would think the words pumpkins and cannons don't even belong in the same sentence. But don't say that to one Washington farmer who's shooting giant gourds almost a mile through the air.
John Thompson is a farmer with the heart of an artist.
I've always maintained that Natchez should be the town that Norman Rockwell would love to have painted.
For well over 20 years, Thompson has taken the refuse from his farm and turned them into works of art.
I don't buy very much. Most of the stuff just comes right off the farm. It's recycled.
Arts ranging from watermills to makeshift swings, and his biggest attraction, his pumpkin cannons. Powered by pressurized air, these weapons of agricultural destruction have the power to launch jack-o'-lanterns nearly a mile away. It's an attraction that brings in hundreds, if not thousands of eager eyes every October.
This is probably my pride and joy. It's very unique. There's only one of those in the world.
All of the contraptions were built from scratch. Normally, you'd find them on the internet for thousands of dollars. Thompson says he brought most of them to life for mere hundreds. Every year, you'll find something new on Thompson's farm. Walnut guns, water pump racetracks, you name it. It's a hobby he's not hesitant to share with the community, and one that makes a visit unforgettable.
Well, that's what we're trying to do here. We want to create an experience.
That's going to do it for us here at iFIBER 1 News. We want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you again tomorrow.